Hi everyone, this is Mwangi Wajumbe. Welcome to our YouTube channel. You are encouraged to subscribe if you have not, so that you can be updated each time that we make a new presentation. For now, we have not made a presentation in the very recent past, but our empowerment mission is still continuing. Remember, I'm an author of 2 publications. The first one is titled Career Dynamics in the 21st Century, sub-theme Unleashing the Human Performance Potential, which was used for architecture of the competency-based education, as is now referred to. I have also authored the advancement titled Living Beyond Survival, sub-theme No More Tiptoeing in Life. Those are serious publications which were meant to be read and used for empowerment of not only students but also Kenyans out of school, because the aim is to remove Kenyans from 20th century thinking to 21st century thinking, or 20th century paradigms to the 21st century paradigms. So there are a lot of lessons learned. It's not just about careers, but also how we are supposed to empower ourselves in this 21st century. After taking Kenyans through empowerment, how it works in this 21st century, through career dynamics in the 21st century, Chapter 7 illustrates how money should be the last thing in our minds if we desire to achieve the success that is meant for each of us. But Kenyans take that very casually. Money, to most people, is the first thing in their minds. And when money is the first thing in our minds, what happens is that it's like putting the cart before the horse. What does that mean? When you put the cart before the horse, you move in circles. Okay? You follow the wrong objectives. And you can move in circles for a long time or throughout a lifetime. And that means you can never get the desired success or the desired achievements that you expect to achieve in life when money is the first thing in your mind. The idea is to give value. And once you give value, people will easily be attracted to the value that you are given and pay the money as appropriately required. Why am I sharing this time? Just recently, I had an experience that is worth sharing, because money should be the last thing in our minds, not only for us as individuals, but also business setups. This is very serious, especially if we are providing services to wananchi. Just recently, I had an experience that is worth sharing. I have this tendency of sending parcels to a certain family somewhere in Kiambu, which is 20 kilometers away from my home. And to send that parcel, I normally use a boda rider. And the boda rider or boda boda riders these days are attached to certain taxi platforms. And because of that, the recipient of the parcel is the one who normally engages the boda boda riders, and this time he uses a specific company, taxi company, with a platform whereby as soon as you order for the service, you pay for it before the service is delivered. And me, all I do is to give the parcel to the rider and he delivers. And mine is just to confirm that the parcel has been delivered. That has happened many, many times, but through the same taxi platform. Now, this time, just a few weeks ago, the rider, boda boda rider, when he arrived to pick the parcel, he checked the taxi platform and asked a question. How will the money be paid? Will it be paid after delivery, or what is going to happen? Then he rechecked his platform and he actually confirmed that the money has been paid to the taxi platform company. And he said, if that is the case, the arrangements are that he'll be paid his money after 1 week. Okay? And for him, it is not exciting because there will be further deductions even before the full amount has been paid. And he said, that being the case, you cancel the service, you will not provide it. And actually he did not provide it. He just cancelled it. Immediately, I contacted the parcel recipient and he actually confirmed that he has already paid because that is the requirement of the platform. I asked him what happens other times when he receives parcels. He said, the riders have actually been complaining all the time. Once they deliver the parcel, they always indicate that had they known that the parcel had already been paid, the service of delivering the parcel had already been paid for, they would not have bothered providing the service. And that was happening all the time. So this time, the concern was, the rider has cancelled the service. The service has been paid for. How does the recipient get his refund? To whom does he complain? Where does he complain? Now, that wasted a lot of time considering the courses of action. But along the way, the money was refunded, without any conditions. And as the money got refunded, now it was a matter of considering what next. Will the same provider be used, will the same taxi platform company be used for the delivery of the service really? And the recipient made further inquiries and realized that there are many other taxi platforms which do not ask for money first. The service is provided, the delivery is made, and then the payment is effected. And that led to one of the platforms being engaged for the service. And a rider again came for the parcel, and this time he confirmed that the delivery will be made after the service had been provided. He also confirmed the charges which were much lower than those charged by the company whose payment is normally made upfront. Anyway, the parcel was eventually delivered smoothly without any complaint. What are the lessons here? This taxi platform, where money is paid upfront, is endangered. The business they perform through the taxi platform is actually endangered. One, their charges are higher. Two, riders are complaining that they are not interested in delivering services which should be paid for after a week or so, now by the taxi company. This was just one case or just one experience. I'm sure there are many other experiences of that kind. And with the time, the taxi platform, whose services are paid for upfront, may not be sustainable for long, because as they continue losing customers one by one, it will reach a stage whereby everybody knows that their services are more expensive, then the rider is not paid in time, then the recipient of the service is always not sure how the service will be provided or whether the service will be provided smoothly. In other words, money, the concept of money being the last thing in our minds is a reality, whether in business or personalized service. I can share more and more on such experiences, but there are a lot of details in the two publications titled Career Dynamics in the 21st Century, sub-theme Unleashing the Human Performance Potential, and also Living Beyond Survival, sub-theme No More Tiptoeing in Life. We also conduct seminars in schools, seminars for teachers, seminars for students. We also conduct seminars in organizations, especially for employees, because our empowerment strategy applies to everybody living in the 21st century, whether in school or out of school. We can be contacted for more on our strategy or our publications or our seminars through 0722 516210. Thank you and have a very good day.